Hello everyone. Welcome back to another stream. Yo, what's up, Atomic Onion Tree? Thanks so much for the follow. Hi, follow and support from Hebrew. Oh, Hebrew Hammer, hey, what's up? Oh my god. Hey everyone. Welcome on in to another NGS stream. Stream number 2 tonight. And also the last one tonight, because I am tired, and I'm pretty sure my lovely co-host, who I'm introducing right now, Rug Lord, aka Leo, aka Maidenless, is here with me tonight. What's up, bud?
Yeah, I'm also pretty tired. Tired of you!
Oh man, one day you'll come up with a new tactic to go against me, but it's okay. Anyways, tonight we're doing Div-C West. We have Roll1Esports versus Fountain Snipers. Let's go to the map view right now because they are waiting for us. I had to go to the bathroom right before this game, so took a minute, and my husband called too, so I had to say hey. But alright, for the left side, for Roll1Esports, they went ahead and banned out Volskaya Foundry and Brax's Holdout, while on the right side in red, for Fountain Snipers, they banned out Garden Terror and Dragonshire. Fountain Snipers took first map pick, and they chose my favorite map, Towers of Doom. How are you feeling about Towers of Doom? Are you hyped as I am for Towers of Doom?
Oh, it's a fun map. I was almost hoping it would be game 2 or game 3 map rather than game 1, but you know, save the best for first, I guess.
That is true. Normally I like seeing it as a game 1 or game 2, but I'm just happy to see it in general. You never know when you're gonna get it.
Yeah, for sure. I think draft strategy wise, which we'll get into in like 1 nanosecond, is usually you draft like double soaker for top and mid, and then you try and better 4-man tries to win bottom. Honestly, for a fun map, it's I feel like the strategy doesn't change very much, even though I think there is actually a lot of room for different strategies. If you have Roll1Esports with first pick, they will be banning first. I feel like typically you see like something like a Stitches or a Junkrat or a Johanna ban coming out.
Yeah, that's normal, especially on this map. But instead, we do see the Brightwing as the first ban here coming out from Roll1Esports.
Now, Brightwing, I mean, I was talking about it, talking about Lucio earlier. Lucio pretty much good on every map. Brightwing also pretty good on every map. Also, sometimes when you're double soaking against the other offlaner, sometimes the offlane matchup does matter because if you can do enough damage to the other offlaner that they have to back up, then you get more double soak than they do. Brightwing can kind of stop that, so Brightwing's just kind of insane because she's basically everywhere all at once.
True. We do see the Stukov and Leoric banned out. I do see why they banned out the Brightwing, as Brightwing is one of their most Fountain Snipers. Fountain Snipers played heroes. They also play Joanna and Hanzo quite a bit. For Roll1Esports, their favorites to place looks like is Anubarak, Anduin, and ETC. And wow, this ETC 5 games played, 100% win rate, and Anduin 83% win rate was 6 games. We do see Fountain Snipers banning out that Anubarak that I was just talking about that Roll1Esports likes to play. But we do see Roll1 picking up the Lunara. They have 4 games under their belt with Lunara at a 75% win rate.
Wow, those are some pretty high numbers. I mean, small sample, but still pretty high. I mean, 100% on what you say, ETC? That's actually pretty great.
Yeah, ETC 5 games.
Oh, that's actually really impressive. I don't think ETC is that good, but yeah, to do with 100% win rate 5 games is pretty impressive. Lunara coming out early. Interesting. I'm kind of surprised. Johanna Anduin coming out as well. I feel like I've seen this opening like 5 times today.
I feel it. I mean, like I said, Fountain Snipers, one of their most played heroes is that Joanna. They do have Anduin. They've played Anduin twice in NGS with a 50% win rate. And then Joanna, their win rate is a 50% with 4 games, though.
Okay. Joanna's still pretty good. I saw the objective. Hogger coming out. Hogger's also
there's the ETC I was talking about, that 100% win rate, 5 games. So tonight we'll see what that 5 games are, if it's really that scary.
Yeah, we'll see if he can make it 6 for 6. Hogger also a fantastic character, great double soaker. Pretty good matchups across the board.
Man,
also very.
Sorry, real quick. Their win rates for Hogger are insane too. 5 games played, 80% win rate. This team, Roll1Esports, are looking really good for their win rates. I see the Nova being banned out, and I see why. 5 games played, 100% win rate. Insane. Wait, hold on. Maybe I gotta relook at the leaderboard. The West. They're second place right now. Oh, wow. So Roll1Esports is in second place with 13 points. CCS Can't Counterpick Stupid is in first place with 14 points. But in third place is Fountain Snipers with tied for third place is Fountain Snipers and Cats on My Keyboard with 12 points. So this will be a game where either both teams will get tied or Fountain Snipers can go up or Fountain Sniper stay. Actually, yeah, they'll stay. And Roll1Esports would go up to first place. There's a lot of changing in stats here, relying on this game.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy, actually. Pretty hype match. And very interesting bans. I mean, if someone bans Nova against you, you know that's a respect ban, right? Like, you know, it's not like they ban Johanna. Oh, yeah, they respect ban my Johanna. No, they ban Johanna because Johanna's always good. But Nova, that's respect. Hanzo coming out. Malthael was also picked for the off lane. I think Malthael is perfectly fine to Hogger. Also, really fast wave clear and very fast rotations if he goes Pale Horse.
Well, this will be their first Mathael match as well in NGS. I don't see Mathael on their stats. Hanzo being picked up, that's another good, one of their favorite heroes to play as well. So really good pickups for both teams, really. Both teams getting some heroes that they really like to play. I see that Jaina being picked up. She's gone 2 games, but 100% win rate as well. So overall, pretty good for each side of the teams. I actually like both drafts really well, but if I had to choose one, maybe Fountain Snipers. What is going on?
Actually, you know why they banned the Nova? Oh no, they banned the Nova. Fountain
Snipers banned the Nova against Roll1Esports because Roll1Esports has the 5 games with ETC and Nova at 100% win rate, and then what was their Hogger at? Hold on, Roll1. Hogger 5 games, 80%. So overall, high win rates overall. Lunara 4 games, 75%. Deckard's at 3 games with 66%, and then Jaina was 2 games, 100%. So overall, really good high win percentages for Roll1Esports. And speaking of Roll1Esports, I'm gonna go ahead and introduce them. They are on the left side here in the blue. We have. I'm gonna call you Red Velvet, Roll1 Velvet. Okay, I get it now. We got Velvet on Lunara, we got Zad on the Hogger, we got Rock Your W on the ETC, Jonaba on the Deckard, and Mongoose on the Jaina.
Right side, we got Fountain Snipers, Arco and Johanna, Long Pico on Hanzo, Rusty on Anduin, Silver Jackal and Fisto, and Mosley on Malthael.
Mosley. It's Mosley. It's like from Ned's Classified School Survival Guide. The girl. Her name's Mosley.
I have no idea what you just said.
You don't know the show Ned's Classified School Survival Guide?
Bro, is it like a 90s thing?
90s, early 2000s. I don't know. I'm gonna look it up while we have our mid-team fight here. Oh, Jaina.
Good cutting off the rotation. Jaina's gonna need some healing now. Wow, that root did like 1 trillion damage. Jaina's so squishy. Well, this is a really good way for Fountain Snipers to get flame prio. They're going to clear this way faster, which means they can go back to mid faster or go onto their own camps faster. Very smart play from them.
Ned's Classified School Survivor Guide, first episode, September 12th, 2004. So what, you were like 4 years old?
Yeah, and probably not watching American cartoons. You're probably more watching Chinese stuff. But anyway.
That's right.
Yeah. Anyway, one cool play that Roll1Esports did was that they sent Lunara up to craft the Malthael, which is a great way to get prio on a character that you don't clear faster than. I think Hogger and Malthael wavelers are pretty similar, but Malthael can bully Hogger a bit, so being able to do that and make Malthael's life harder is very smart. It's a little bit different from the usual 4-man ARAM bot that we see, which is really cool.
Yeah,
yeah, go ahead.
I was gonna say, we do see Found Snipers taking their siege camp, and Arco was looking for a little bit, possibly a gank onto Roll1Esports' siege camp, but they're not gonna get it, and now Found Snipers have a really good push in this bot lane here.
Yeah, Found Snipers are doing a good job taking the momentum. I love how aggressive Arco is playing on Johanna. He's like he's not really like, you know, killing anyone, but he's slowing things down enough that you see now Roll1Esports, they have their whole wall down, and but they're not gonna get the same on the side of Found Snipers. This camp is almost certainly not gonna do anything.
Yeah, this camp should get just melted out, and there it is. We do see ETC going in. There's the Dorito chip from. Oh, ETC pushing that Joanna into the Dorito chip. That was a good play there. But I mean, Joanna's still gonna live from that. And there's just a little bit of back and forth going on. We do see objective is going to be coming up in 22 seconds. And we do see finally Mathael picking out his level 4. You know, only a level later. Also, what's up, Rocka? And John Knight. Hey, John Knight. John Knight was in here, yesterday? And his commentary was great. It was during the Army Esports game, I believe.
I love the ETC name, Rock Your W. W is like one of ETC's big moves. He's rocking it. Whoa! How was that over a wall? Interesting. Roll1Esports getting kind of going out here. They are going to lose that mid objective, but I love this. Bullying the off laner. Malthael's dead here. And I don't know if they'll get this though. Yeah, this is a little dicey. Hawker's ungankable, but when he's that low, he might be gankable.
And
oh my god, no! The Q missed.
Yeah, looks like Hogger is able to roll his way out of there. Now, Found Snipers grabbing both of the objectives, and Mathael's now just coming up as well.
Honestly, you could argue that Roll1Esports actually don't mind trading a kill for the altar, because the objective on this map, the reason why this map is so comeback heavy is because the objective doesn't do anything. It doesn't do anything until it wins you the game, but it doesn't do anything map-wise, which means that. But killing Malthael does do something map-wise. It makes his wave clear slower because he's not in lane for a longer period of time.
Oh, real quick, Joanna getting really low. She's poisoned. There is, the Anduin heals. Super OP. Rusty doing a phenomenal job on those Anduin heals. We do see level 7s being picked up, and now Roll1Esports charging in onto Found Snipers' siege camp, and they're gonna get it. And they should live. Oh, Joanna coming in. Nope, they'll live that fight, and now they're gonna be able to have those minions hit that wall, getting at least the little front wall down, and they should go for their other siege camp here in just a moment.
Yeah, I love how aggressive the teams are playing, taking their advantage. You know, they didn't kill Johanna, but he had to back, so it's almost like killing. Oh, that's a bad power. Oh my god, Anduin lives? No freaking way. Hanzo's not gonna, but wow. Okay. They do. Yeah, I love how good these teams are. Now Roll1Esports actually have the lead, both structurally and both EXP wise, and probably very soon structurally as well. This wall is not long, or at least that turret is not. I'll see if they invade the objective again.
Yeah, we do see it. Here it comes up, and looks like no. Oh, maybe invade, but it might be a too late invade. Oh, Hogger just barely missed. So that invade is going to be late. Hanzo getting pretty low here, though. But now we're just having fights left and right here. Hogger is going to be able to escape out. There's a good Dorito capturing that Mathael. And now everyone's going to go ahead and back down.
Roll1Esports about to hit level 10 in about half a level. It's Down Snipers, they should try and make something happen before then, but it looks like
yeah, they are gonna top. Oh, almost. Mosley almost dying there, but now Roll1Esports is gonna be able to grab this top wall as well with their level 10s. And for level 10s, while we watch Hogger take the siege camp, level 10s, we do see Mosh Pit, we see, Hortipult, Leaping Strike, stay a while and listen, and Water Elemental. I don't know if well, you do have Mosh Pit. I personally like going, oh, why can't I think of what the other ult is? Blizzard, not Blizzard. Oh my gosh, why can't I think of the other ult? What's the other ult called?
Frost?
Ring of Frost, there we go. I normally like going that one, but Water Elemental would actually really help out with the mosh pit here, and having all that slows would be really nice.
I really like how earlier I was talking about how it's usually just 4v4 ARAM was kind of bland, but I actually really like how Roll1Esports was almost playing it like it was a 2-3, because Lunara was top a lot, harassing Mateo, making his life difficult, which is I think really cool to see. Yeah, I thought it was actually going to be Ring of Frost as well. With the Deckard and ETC mosh pit, you can like set up some pretty insane wombos. But I mean, Water Elemental is always good. It's always extra damage. Gives you extra stacks with your quest. Oh my god.
Oh, there's the mosh pit. There's the Hanzo arrow. There's ult being used left and right, and Anduin's gonna be the first one to go down. Joanna's getting pretty low here. There's Stay While Listen, and Mathael's gonna go down. Jaina's gonna live, and so is the Joanna. Joanna barely living. And now we have Roll1Esports stealing Siege Camp, taking the mid objective, and now they're gonna road down to the bot objective and take that as well. And also, real quick, The Stroke, thanks so much for the raid. I hope your game was going in there. I got to watch the first game. I didn't get to watch the second. I'm assuming it ended at game 2 if you're already here, which means the team I was rooting for, RIP.
Man, I can kind of see why Rock your W's ETC is such a high level. He uses that crowd surfer very creatively. That double launch bit there was very, very interesting. Oh my god, Anduin? Yeah, Anduin's I think dead here. No, not quite.
Oh my gosh. He went the second healing prey. Okay. I was like, why is he kneeling?
Bot tower does go to the side of Roll1Esports. Man, I really thought Fountain Snipers would have had this one. They had a lot of early game momentum, but now Roll1Esports got the sort of mini objective of bot tower. And they're just gonna try and control this and put camps in now for the rest of the game.
Yep, get those sappers in and try to get some core damage without having the objective. But man, ETC is gonna go down here. That was almost everyone. That was everyone except for Last Right being used to get ETC down, and now the Jaina's gonna go down as well. So good fight from Fountain Snipers. Man, but having to use all those ults, that's not gonna help if objective comes up anytime soon.
Yeah, I think they're just trying to do whatever they can to get this objective back. Or not this objective, this tower back. And I definitely get it before the next objective. In fact, actually the objective coming up now is great because it gives Roll1Esports basically no time to cap it back. It's going to be invulnerable for a bit.
Yeah, but we only have the bottom objective too, so this one might go in favor of Fountain Snipers, but we do have everyone back up. Let's see if Fountain Snipers, if Roll1Esports actually stops it here. We do have Mephisto grabbing it, and wow, great route, and there's a Mephisto onto the ETC. ETC is gonna go down again. That wombo combo the Fountain Snipers have right now is doing great until now the Hanzo's gonna go down. Now we're back to being a this is a 4v3. Yeah, it was a 4v3 as Deckard grabs the bottom objective. Mathael was just focusing on the soak right now, not even caring about objective, because they are a whole talent or a whole tier of level down right now.
The camp that Hogger took top right before the objective was pretty key there. It made so that Malphite had to stay top a lot longer. It meant that Hogger could leave top a lot earlier, and it meant that Hogger was able to hold in and get the kill on Hanzo, which was enough that Roll1Esports is actually able to get that objective rather than Fountain Snipers, which I thought Fountain Snipers had that one. But Roll1Esports, they just keep pulling the rug under them from under them.
I like John Knight. I know he said this a while ago, but he said, rock your world more like end your world for the ETC.
Oh, that's what rock your W.
Yeah, it could be, well, it could be a combination of rock your world or rock your W. It could be a combination. Like, you have the team Bork Side of your moon. Bork Side of the Moon, that's why can't I think of that? Who cares about the band? As we have that wombo combo all over again from Fountain Snipers, and they're gonna pull off that kill from Jaina, and now they're gonna have one sapling hit that bottom tower and take the rest of the bottom wall. There's the ETC ult though, and now they're gonna be trading as Anduin and Hanzo go down, and Joanna. So a better trade for Roll1Esports, because now they can just take back this bottom lane and probably take the bottom fort if they wanted to. But we do have objective up in about 10 seconds. So it looks like 3 of them are going to try to take this down. Hogger's probably going to get the left one, and the rest of the team get the bottom one. We do see the Mephisto ult. Not sure why we have the Mephisto ult this early on.
Yeah, he might just be trying to dent them and know that they can't keep pushing. But I think Decker's actually a pretty decent sustain healer. They do back off though, so you know, mission's somewhat successful. Man, Rocket W's been really on point with these power slides though. Like some of the best EDC play I've seen in a really long time. He's finding angles. He's catching people out of position that I didn't even know were out of position. So it's really cool to see. Palantirs are the same, but this bottom tower is gonna go down for the side of Sports, to the side of Roll1Esports.
Mephisto's ult is up right now, so they can look for another wombo combo, but I don't think they're going to be able to hit it as Roll1Esports. I think they finally realized that wombo combo is pretty deadly, and so they're going to start backing up and probably playing a little bit safer.
Hogger beating Malthael there, 1v1, so rough one. I don't know enough about the matchup to know if Hogger should win it, but dying 1v1 is never where you want to be as the offlaner. One of your jobs is to not die as the offlaner. This means that Down Snipers is going to have to send someone else to cover the soak. Or they can send they have 4 people guard bottom and just lose the soak. It's a really tough situation to be in regardless. And they're not going to get this back anytime soon, I don't think.
Yeah, it's going to be rough. Like you said, now we have Hogger pushing in that top lane and possibly getting that top lane. There's the light bomb we see. There's the Mephisto ult to Lunara. Not really being able to hit that wombo combo, and now ETC can ult if he wants to. He does not, as the Anduin does do a really good pull onto the Joanna, saving her. We did see the water elemental being used as well, though, and now we do have objective coming up in 16 seconds. Man, this is looking really tough for Fountain Snipers, but it is Towers of Doom, so it is an easy comeback map if you play it just right. You learn from your mistakes, and you just keep trying to push with it. We do see Roll1Esports stealing sappers from Fountain Snipers, and now looks like they're trying to fight for this objective. Oh, excuse me.
I almost wonder if Roll1Esports should just give this, so that they can get guaranteed 20, because this is a team fight before 20, which is the only way. Oh, this is like the only way that Fountain Snipers can even get back to the game. It's not looks like it's gonna matter though, because that's another great launch bit from Rocker W. They're gonna get Velvet, Nara, but I think that's all they're gonna get.
That was a good blessed shield. Oh, Mosley, why'd you go back in there? No. That's where you learn. Leave your teammate if they're gonna go in like that. Joanna used her blessed shield to help stun them and keep them away from her and Mosley. But Joanna, I knew that ETC sliding in, he was gonna get her, but Mosley should just stay down and locked away. And now they're down. Instead of 2 heroes being up, they only have the Hanzo up right now. So it's gonna be tough for Hanzo just to even defend off of this keep.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I don't like Roll1Esports going to do their camps right before the objective spawns up, because in doing so they gave Fountain Snipers their bot tower back, but it doesn't look like it's gonna matter too much, and they're just gonna get it right back. And top port at that.
Yep.
Yeah, that's rough.
Looking for a 6 cap.
Yeah, I mean, very likely. Mid's already damaged, the wall's already gone, and they have 20s. Oh, okay, nice. Didn't get stunned there. They are going to win it for now, but at some point they're going to have to go to some other tower, and that means mid is certainly dead. Mid's going to actually have less health than the fully healed bot tower, which means that if they have equal siege, by the time they get bot, mid is going to be gone.
Excuse me. Yeah, no, looks like they're just going to defend off this mid area while Hanzo starts poking out the bottom. But I don't know. Hanzo, he has decent siege clear, but not enough for this team to have it worth Hanzo staying bot. But then again, they do have I see the sappers down here. I'm going to rotate down real quick. They do have the sappers here, so yeah, no matter what, Hanzo has to stay down here to defend off those sappers, and then he can rotate up back to the mid area once this is dead, so they don't have any extra shots getting hit.
Yeah, Hanzo's going to be here for a while. His wave clear is decent with the Q4, but picking the camp and the tower is going to take forever. He's not going to be able to get this back for the objective.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, and I'm not... The tough thing is, even if they do defend mid here, they're probably going to lose the objective fight. They're not going to get 20 soon enough, unless they massive combo like that on Hogger. Nice Dragon Arrow coming out. Oh my god, they didn't get anything out of it though. instead to get the Moshka and the Anduin. Oh my god.
Oh, R.I.P. Anduin.
Dr. W just finding all the angles.
I'm shocked Hogger lived that. Hogger lived the crap out of that. Like, what, that was 3 ultimates on him and so much damage? He just barely lived it. And that's going to help out Roll1Esports a lot here. As the Anduin is down, Joanna's getting pretty low. Ooh, Jada got pretty low here, but now 2 core hits left onto Fountain Snipers. It's not looking pretty, because now all Roll1Esports need to do is either take out this mid fort or go for boss. Joanna going in there without healing up, which is insanity to me. Oh my goodness, but ETC getting pretty low, and there we go. And that should be GG now.
Yeah, it's GG. They had to, mid was their, I guess, their last hope there. They had to hold it. Well played from Roll1Esports, gotta say.
Yeah, really great job. And now we see why that ETC is pretty spooky. Spooky ETC. I will be shocked if Roll1Esports does not ban out that ETC next game.
Yeah, I thought that game was a really good example of the number 2 and number 3 team. They're very close.
Yeah.
They're both very good. Like, honestly, they're both very good. But you can see why Roll1Esports is number 2 and why Fountain Snipers is number 3. Roll1Esports is a little bit better in the team fights, and I think that just gave them such a big advantage. They caught out so many people out of position with that ETC, and the Hogger. I thought Malthael would have prio times over Hogger because of the level 1 talent, but he didn't actually go Pale Horse. As a result, Roll1Esports, he will take that first game.
Yep. And let's go over real quick over the game summary. Oh, excuse me, McPhee. Go away, please. Thank you. All right. So in the siege damage, we have 158,000 from Hogger and 119,000 from Malthael. And the hero damage, we have 47,000 from Jaina and 49,000 from Mephisto. In the healing, we have 30,000 from Deckard and 43,000 from Anduin. Self-healing, 41,000 from ETC and 20,000 from Joanna. And finally in XP, 29,000 from Hogger and 17,000 from Malthael. 15 kills to 5, level 21 to level 19. Let's go ahead and show you guys the talents. Whoops, sorry.
I made the mistake of leaving the lobby, so I can't see the talents. But the main one that stood out to me from memory were the Malthael level 1. I'm very surprised he didn't go on a Pale Horse. On a map where you're constantly rotating between top and mid, I feel like it's a very nice talent to have, but I also don't play very much Malthael. And Hogger on the Hortipole, I really don't like our Hortipole, but that's also mainly because I can't really land stuns with Hogger, so I use Shockwave as a crutch. Hortipole definitely very good if you can dive in on the backline, which actually Hogger was able to do on that very crucial bottom objective onto Hanzo, which wins his team the bottom objective.
Yeah, I know. I don't see Hortipole that often, so I was like, Hortipole, what? So good to see it though, and man, Hogger just did a really good job just living throughout that game.
Yeah, I really liked, as I mentioned before, Roll1Esports doing the 2-3, punishing the opposing offlaner, making his life a lot more difficult. It's something I don't think I see enough on Towers of Doom. And, it's part of one of the downsides of Malthael. He can be a little vulnerable. He's not super tanky. And he also doesn't really have an escape if you CC him. I don't think they ever successfully ganked him, thankfully. But that is something that you always have to consider. Alright, I have your stream up now more. I can see the talents. Otherwise, looks pretty standard. I'm not a huge fan of Anduin piercing E, to be honest with you. Unless there's a lot of melees. And I guess I do have Deckard, who's technically a melee, but not a huge fan of that one. I will say the crowd surf on ETC paid dividends. I can't believe he went that talent, and I can't believe it worked. But it worked really well. I suppose it's a lot easier to land power shots when you don't have to worry about terrain. Very interesting pickup from him.
Well, alright, we're gonna go into game 2 now. We have the map, we have who chose it, and our game 2 is gonna be Aldrich Pass. picked by Roll1Esports. I haven't seen this map played in a while. I feel like it's a map banned a lot. I know personally, whenever me and Leo here play, we get this map banned against us quite often. So we never get to play it anymore. Sag.
Sorry, which map?
Altric Pass.
Ultra Pass. Oh,
Alterac, sorry. I call it Altrek for some reason. Altric.
Ultra. Um, yeah, this map is actually I think one of my favorites, even though it doesn't have many bushes. I usually like maps with a lot of bushes, but Ultra is pretty cool because your team is like doing several things at once, as they have to do on every map. But on Ultra in particular, it almost feels like there's two offlane maps because the mid lane is so important, but you also have to cover the other lanes. So I feel like what I usually see is one person in each lane covering the soak, two people grabbing the camp, and then after the camp is gone, you might have one person roaming across the map, getting value, like a Sylvanas, for example, while your camp pushes in. And that's the laning phase, at least. The objective is a slightly different story. We might see MTC priority on something like a Nubarak, who's a very good tank in his own right, but can also cheese the objective and get out safely. You could also see a Samuro for the same reason. He's even safer than a Nubarak.
I honestly think a Nubrak's gonna be banned out again. You know, it's a popular hero, like you said, popular hero on this map. But also, who was I think Roll1? I think they play it. Hold on, I'll pull it up again. Boop, boop, boop. Yeah, Roll1Esports, one of their most played heroes is a Nubarak, so I'd be shocked if they don't ban it. You know what? I feel like the first two bans from Fountain Snipers should probably be ETC and a Nubarak, because those two are good heroes, and obviously they saw the ETC. I'm pretty sure they don't want to play against ETC again.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to. Absolutely. Yeah, ETC, I think usually the problem with him is that he's a bit squishy, because he doesn't gain 25 armor on his trait anymore. He now gains 20. And you can't really press your buttons and get that armor in the first place if you're CC'd, but Rocker Dudley made that ETC look really invulnerable. I could see the ban coming out. I can also see the Nubarak ban coming out. I can also see a Junkrat ban coming out. Junkrat's kind of just insane. Very good at zone control as well, controlling that objective area, while also stalling the objective. You're pretty much never going to cap it if Junkrat is
Never, yeah.
stalling.
Junkrat, Jaina, Li Ming's good on this map as well. I like playing Li Ming on this map. Deckard, even quite a few. There's a Stukov ban. Stukov's good on this map as well. Expected the Stukov ban as Roll1Esports. No, yeah, Roll1Esports 5 games, 60% win rate. So
I feel like sometimes Ultrek Pass, because it has the two offlaners, you might see something like a Zagara. Zagara is a surprisingly good like pseudo offlaner. She's very she doesn't have much self-sustain, but she shouldn't take much damage because of her insane range. She can just poke at your buildings from a distance and control vision, control rotations with her creep. And also, once she's level 16, playing the Zagara is so annoying because she has some of the most insane poke in the game with her level 16% damage talent. That talent's really annoying, and sometimes when you're fighting in over the objective in a 5v5, it almost feels a little standoffish. You might not be able to make much progress, in which case it really comes down to who can do the most damage from a safe distance, and Zagara is like the queen at that once she gets level 16. Hogger going to be banned out, makes sense. Hogger was very good on Zato was very good on the Hogger, and the Hogger is very good on this map because he can solo the objective.
oh yeah, no, that Hogger was really good. We don't see the ETC or the Nubarak ban, so we'll have to see what gets picked up for Roll1Esports. We do see the Junkrat being banned, which is expected, and now Fountain Snipers do have the first map pick. So we'll have to see, or not map pick, first hero pick. So we'll have to see if they pick, if they're gonna go with the Joanna again, as that is one of their favorite heroes to play, or if they're gonna switch it up a little bit, as the Nubarak is up right now, and he's pretty good on this map. So Anduin instead, which I don't blame. They like playing Anduin as well. Anduin and Joanna are two of their mains, so I don't blame them at all. But still, especially with all the other heroes that are available, I don't know if I would have first picked Anduin.
Yeah, I feel like Anduin's very good, but I feel like he's almost never first pick. Like, I feel like Anduin's he's always a good comfort healer to have when you need to lock a healer. But I feel like I'm never losing anything not first picking him. I always pick him later. And Nubreg and Lunara coming out. I'm really interested in the Roll1Esports priority on Lunara. I mean, Lunara's not bad. If you're talking about poke, right? If you're talking about how good Zagara is, Lunara's like also very insane if she goes Thornwood Vine. And the one thing about Lunara and Nubrek is that Nubrek really likes to keep team fights fast. He's a little bit more squishy than the average tank, and he has a lot of stuns to lock someone down. So I feel like Lunara probably has to go Leaping Strike in order to do the burst that Nubrek likes to have. Also, we were talking about poke. Chromie is also a very insane poke character, and also very good at zoning with the slowing sands.
Yeah, no, I'm excited to see how this Chromie Murden is gonna work out. I like having Haymaker back into the back line on one of the enemy teams of Roll1Esports, and then Chromie Temporal Loop. That sounds like fun, especially if Fountain Snipers can get some really good damage here as their DPSs to help out with the Chromie. That would be really good. We do see the Leoric banned out, so I kind of expected. Leoric's pretty good on this map. Dehaka, I really like Dehaka. I like Dehaka on majority of maps. We do see, of course, the Nova being banned out once again. So not surprised, kind of. I've never seen Roll1Esports play their Nova, but clearly from their 5 games, 100% win rate? I keep forgetting. I keep looking at it and I keep forgetting. Yeah, 5 games, 100% win rate. I wouldn't want to play against a Nova as well. Nova's just annoying in general too.
So funny they banned Nova twice. It's very scary. I was wondering what we're gonna see in the off lane since Leoric and Hogger are both banned. I like Blaze a lot. I'm actually kind of surprised they didn't ban Blaze. I think Blaze is just really good in every situation. Yeah, and he can actually take the solo the camp. It takes him a little bit of time. He prefers it if someone else was there with him. Like for example, a Grameen. I think a Grameen would be a fantastic DPS pickup since he can also just solo the camp. I would love to see a Grameen Blaze here. Ragnaros can also solo the camp. I just find it a little bit. The problem is Ragnaros is very diveable. He doesn't have much survivability to speak of. He's kind of like Malthael in the sense that he's more of a melee assassin. If he gets if Lunara catches him out of position, he's gonna be in a world of hurt. He doesn't really have a way to save himself from there, and that's the Jaina pickup from Roll1.
Yep, another Jaina coming in for this draft. Man, both drafts are really good. I enjoy both drafts. I don't know I like Hanzo, but I don't like Hanzo. I feel like maybe something with just a little bit more damage, maybe more AoE, like maybe a Vala or something like that. I would probably like it more. But honestly, both drafts looking really good. I think I'm in favor for Roll1 though, because the Nubarak. I'm excited to see how this Nubarak goes.
Yeah, to agree. I love Ragnaros, but I really don't like Ragnaros here. I actually like the Hanzo personally. I like the Hanzo Chromie. It's like it's once again like the poke things that we were talking about.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, both of them can hit you from a very far distance. And Murden is like a pretty solid wall to keep his backliner safe. Anduin obviously keeps his backliner safe. And then we have Ragnaros. I don't like Ragnaros, to be honest with you here. He feels like just another backliner that's waiting to be dove because I don't really see. I feel like with Ragnaros you have to kind of go in and then just beat somebody up. But I don't really see who you're gonna beat up here. Like Sonya's too tanky, and Nubrek's tanky enough. And then Lunar and Jaina and Deckard have to be really out of position for you to catch him. I don't like Ragnaros here. He does cover the macro very well, and Lava Wave is really good, especially if the team fights over the objectives are law, unless you get value elsewhere. But yeah, I like Roll1 a bit more.
Yep, I agree with you, especially with the Ragnaros. But real quick, even though we're now in the mid lane, just going over the teams real quick. Over the left side for Roll1Esports in the blue, we have Zad on the Sonya, Velvet on the Lunara. We have Rock Your World, or W, on the Nubarak, Mongoose on the Jaina, and Wannabe on the Deckard.
And on the right side, we have Fountain Snipers, Mosley on the Ragnaros, Arco on the Murden, Silver Jackal on the Chromie, Rusty on the Anduin, and Montico on the Hanzo. Yo, Deckard win E-Quest both games. That's actually some king shit right there. He, he is
Wait, did you say king like King?
king shit, not kinky. King. He
I was
is
just
bad
making
stuff
sure.
right there.
I'm glad you knew what I was thinking too.
Yeah, because I said it out loud. I was like, wait a minute, doesn't sound quite. Get that.
No, you're good. You're good. But it made me laugh super hard right now. Whew. All right, but we do see Fountain Snipers. They're going onto their siege camp, and so is Roll1Esports back. So both teams real quick on as soon as those siege camps were up, just immediately on them. We do see Lunara soaking up the top lane. No one's in the mid currently. Now we see Murden and a Nubarak going there, and Chromie just kind of hanging out on the bottom, soaking out her own lane.
Yeah, one thing I forgot to mention, Hanzo also provides a lot of macro because he can take out the mercenaries and the boss so quickly. That's one nice advantage of him. Kind of like picking Greymane, but ranged and potentially a lot more poke damage in a team fight. Ragnaros versus Lunara is a matchup I would not wish on my worst enemy. That's, I think, probably the only matchup worse than Lunara. Lunara just eats melee characters alive. Like, look at that, Ragnaros can't do anything. Honestly, if I were Lunara here, I would just freeze the lane. If you don't think you need to rotate, just freeze the lane and make Ragnaros miss. So.
Yeah. Oh, and here we go. We have Jaina coming on in, and there we go. We have Ragnaros going down, and my cats are being crackheads, so I'm gonna go to the mid lane real quick.
And I will now commentate. Siege camp mostly cleared out for both teams. It's very important to clear that out. It's very effective at taking down your buildings. I've actually even lost core to it, even though I had 2 other keeps up. The armor shred is just insane, and it's also like the only other camp you have really. So you can do really. Meanwhile, Sonya's gonna catch bottom. Slight EXP advantage for Roll1Esports, probably due to that Ragnaros death. I don't think I saw anyone cover soak for him while he was gone. So that is gonna give Roll1Esports a small advantage. Now it looks like both teams posturing for objective. Bot lane soak is being missed. Kind of wish someone else was there picking that up and then getting ready to pick it up. But having 5 people here does ensure that Roll1Esports is not going to get it. Sonya, meanwhile, is splitting off to get the camp. I think the macro here is a little bit more advantageous for Roll1Esports, since even though because they're more split, basically, they're covering more things. They're covering all 3 lanes and they're covering camp, whereas Fountain Snipers are just now getting to camp, and they still don't have anyone bot.
Yep, and we do see a Nubarak was looking for that sneaky sneak, trying to use his beetles and grab the objective, but Fountain Sniper saw that coming and they were able to stop him from grabbing that objective and doing quite a bit of damage onto him as well. We do see level 7s being popped up for Roll1Esports and now for Fountain Snipers as well. And there goes the Nubarak again. There he goes. He finally grabbed the objective. And so now here comes Fountain Snipers rotating up. And let's see if Roll1Esports is going to hold this off or if they're going to just back off. And it looks like they're just going to back off. They don't want to risk the fight as they do have their Lunar in the bot lane. Doing like what you say and talking about that soak. Soak's really good in this map, especially trying to get those levels quickly. And I mean, Roll1Esports, they have a little bit of pause. They have the Decker that can stall. They have the Jaina that can stall. A Nubarak. Oh, basically everyone except for Sonya, unless Sonya wants to jump in there.
Despite having 5 people here, Roll1Esports spent we're able to stall. We're able to 4v5 stall it for a very long time. Jaina even came down from top lane to poke out the Chromie. That was pretty cool to see. But this is basically Fountain Sniper's gambit, right? They say, okay, we give up the bottom lane soak to be able to force objective. They'll see if it pays off here. Right now, if they don't get this objective, it's going to be pretty nasty, because Roll1Esports is probably going to get level 10 for the next engagement. Yeah, they don't get it.
Sonya getting pretty low here, though. Looks like almost a Sonya kill. Oh, but instead a Ragnaros kill. I just barely missed it, too.
Yeah, Ragnaros couldn't really get out there, because, once again, Lunara Ragnaros is the matchup I wouldn't wish on my worst enemy. It's really tragic. It's really hard. Ragnaros, I think, is almost more vulnerable than some of the other backliners here, because he has to be out in front to do much. But if he goes out in front, he's very likely to die. He's just as likely to die as a Chromie or Hanzo. This objective is going to go over to Roll1Esports. A new brag is going to check to make sure that they are in fact on the camp as the compensation prize. I also want to say contemplation, but it's compensation.
Constipation. It's one of those words.
Yeah, that was like the worst of the three.
That was the point. We do see level 10s online for Roll1Esports. So far we see Cocoon. Oh, we see Tornado changing up this game. Now we see also Leap and Water Elemental, and we're waiting to see what Lunara chooses.
I'd be surprised if there wasn't Leaping Strike. Oh, there's a Lornado coming out. Ooh, that's a pretty decent one, actually. There are actually some pretty nasty choke points here, and if you can catch them, like, there's like, the bushes near the objective, near the top objective, you can, like, body block people there. Being the put Tornado there is really nasty.
No, Murden with all that poison damage. And a win! Let's go! Clutch heal there. Hannah was taking quite a bit of damage, though, as he had that Water Elemental on him. We do see, finally, Lunara picking up her Twisting Leap? Leaping Strike. I don't know what I was thinking. Leaping Strike. And now Fountain Snipers are slowly getting towards their level 10s here. They should have it within the next wave. Right, this minion. Ooh, look at that. So good. So good.
Yeah. With level 10s now reached for both teams, you can maybe start seeing this Lava Wave. Lava Wave is a fantastic don't lose the game ult because it lets you soak waves that you might not be able to catch in the heat of the moment. It lets you stop pushes potentially. Ragnaros, if there's one thing he's good at besides insane wave clear speed, it's the fact that he can stop you from losing a game. He can keep the EXP soak up. He can defend your buildings with his trait. It's a very interesting thing. Let's see if it pays off here. Sonya Ragnaros. That trade's probably pretty evenly if Sonya's done.
Yeah, but now we see the rest of Roll1 rotated up, looking for a gank, and I think Ragnaros knew or something, because now he's looking down, and now he's looking for the gank on the Anubarak here. But no, he's going to go ahead and back off of that, and now Fountain Snipers are on their siege camp. There is the Tornado going through, trying to delay them. Chromie is starting to rotate up. So far, this is a 3v4. There is the stun onto the Murdered. And here comes Chromie, so now Roll1Esports are going to start backing up. They're like, not worth the fight right now. I think it... Oh, go ahead.
Go ahead, you go ahead.
Oh, you go ahead.
Okay. You can see there why camp prio is so important on this map. Like, because they had the camp earlier, Roll1Esports had the opportunity to do something cheeky. Like, Jaina was pressuring top 4 while her 4-man was pressuring this camp. They didn't take it, but, I would be sweating bullets there. I do have to shout out to Mosley on Ragnaros for not getting ganked there. I would have certainly rotated the unsafe way and just died to the gank there. But, the reason why they were able to do all those things was because they got the camp out, which bought them time. It basically means that they got their chores done early and they got to play.
I like that example. But real quick, let's go over, I haven't gotten a chance, let's go over level 10s for the side of Fountain Snipers. Like we were saying, we got Lava Wave, we have Avatar, we have Temporal Loop. Ooh, I'm excited to see the Temporal Loop. We have Light Bomb, and we have Dragon's Arrow. No Tiki Takas today.
Yeah. Roll1Esports is up in the levels. But thanks to Ragnaros' Lava Wave, ooh, that's engage onto Anduin. It is gonna miss. Oh, but the double sleep. Triple leap coming from Lunara and Sonya is going to catch the Anduin. And a very battered Fountain Snipers are going to have to back out here.
Yep, we do see Water Elemental being used in basically all alts except for Deckard's ult was used here. But that's fine because Deckard's ult can still help out in the long run. We do see Fountain Snipers bringing up their level 13s now. And we'll have to see if they're able to make a play with this. They do have 20 seconds left on the objective as Anduin is just coming up. We do see Ragnaros onto the siege camp's up already. Wow, that went by quick. I was not expecting it to go by that so quickly.
Yeah, Anduin does come back in time. And actually, with 20 or so seconds left to recap the objective. But you can see here, Roll1Esports, they're just doing their chores a lot earlier. Which means that they have more free time. Which means that... Fountain Snipers, they have to play catch-up because they have to clear the camp that they didn't clear earlier, and they have to take the camp that they couldn't take earlier because they didn't take it earlier in the game. Yeah, Ultra Path is just a real chore to play, kind of like playing Hoth in general.
Pots is a chore itself.
Yeah, I don't know why I'm here after all these years.
After all these years, why am I here? That's funny.
Well, Found Snipers they're gonna try and defend bottom here. Jaina's the only one, but they don't know this. They don't even know that Jaina's here, I think.
No, it looks like Jaina's just hiding.
Yeah, that vision arrow went to the bottom bush instead. I mean, there was no reason for it to, but if it did, oh my god, that would've been so funny.
It's like when you're backing right next to where the enemy's at.
Yeah, exactly. The thing is, yeah, they have to defend mid here. This is another reason why Nubrak is so good, just in general. He can, like, he basically can push without a wave, because he can summon his own wave with the beetles. Wow, they're gonna get probably all 3 buildings here. Water Elemental, you kill the building.
There we go, finally a kill for Deckard. Deckard's gonna go down as Found Snipers use a decent wombo combo there with Temporal Loop, Dragon Arrow, and Anduin's Light Bombs, and they're able to get that kill even with being a level down and tier level down as well, as 16s are up and available for Roll1Esports, and now at least they were able to fend off from one of their keeps going down. We did see bottom fort go down from that Jaina who was hiding, and now we do see the little wisp up here looking at boss, because I'm pretty sure Found Snipers is looking to grab a boss, but I don't think they're going to be able to. We also do see that Jaina's quest is now complete, so she has that ice block now, which will be very helpful in here in the near future.
I can't help but feel like this is probably a desperation play from Found Snipers. They have they're first of all they're not healthy, right? You look at Ragnar's, you look at Hanzo, you look at Murden. They're not healthy, not in any fighting shape.
Oh, there's that leap. Oh my gosh, Murden getting pretty low there. There's that temporal loop. Dragon Arrow, another wombo combo, but not enough to get a kill off of that Sonya. We do see, like you said, that Ragnaros is pretty low here. Murden getting hit by the tornado. Oh, but possible kill. There we go. The Sonya is finally down, and now they just need to heal up, and they can go after that boss again, because even Roll1Esports, they're a little low, but they do have the better, in my opinion, I think it's better heal with Deckard with all those potions if you have enough potions in a row.
Yeah, I think for sure Deckard is better out of combat healing, especially if you already set up those potions, and especially if he has the Mega Potion. This is actually, I don't think, it's close. I don't know if Found Snipers can, but that makes it look a little bit more.
Oh, they leaped out of there just in time at 100 health, but now there's the temporal loop on the Nubarak, and a Nubarak's gonna live! How? Man, Found Snipers letting these people live! Ah! I'd be super salty right now. I can hear Dylan yelling in my ear right now. Why is he not dead?
Yeah. Yeah, I feel like Found, okay, they actually are gonna get it. Wow. I feel like Found Snipers really got away with murder there. They decided to try boss, down 16s. And they not only didn't die for it, they got a kill and eventually also got boss. That's actually pretty insane. That's like winning the lottery, and then you win it a second time. Pretty insane.
We do see the Sonya being able to grab their siege camp, but now Found Snipers is on their objective, and they're able to start it up. We do have a 50-second timer, so Roll1Esports will have a chance to grab back this objective if they can win the fight. We do see Lava Wave is down, but all the other ults are up in favor for Found Snipers, and also Roll1Esports, all of their ults are up as well. So we'll see how this fight goes, if Roll1Esports will go in. There's a tight area, so it's going to be a little bit hard to fight them. There's the cocoon, though. Here we go. There's a leap, and Anduin's going to be the first one down, but there's Temporal Loop getting hit, and there goes the Ragnaros. Who's going to go down next? There's Avatar being used, and now Chromie's just trying to stop this from happening. Chromie's trying to stop the Anubarak from stopping the objective, but while that was going on, Murden did go down, and now Hanzo, he's able to leap out of there. I don't know if they're going to... Back up, Chromie. Don't die. You need to stay alive. Staying alive. Staying alive.
Yeah, camp. Actually, Found Snipers did manage to snipe the bottom fort there, which is a nice compensation prize for losing.
Constipation prize.
Oh my
That's
God.
all I hear now.
By the way, while there's this lull in the game, did the game lag for you earlier?
Not that I noticed.
Is my voice coming out okay?
Yeah, your voice is fine. I know earlier your voice like went down, like quiet a little bit, but not. It didn't sound like a lag.
Okay, all right.
I'm at 1620.
Yeah, I'm sorry, my.
Okay.
Oh, they actually catch Deckard. The Hallelujah pays off to get the sub 20 fight, but they don't get the kill. That was a good try. I mean, when you're down 20s, you have to fight something. They managed to stop the objective and almost get the kill on Deckard.
Murden really trying, but I feel like that's way too far in to try again, as now level 20s are being picked up from Roll 1. Avatar having to be used. Temporal Loop was used as well onto the Lunar and could not get that kill, and now it's going to be a little rocky for Found Snipers as they don't have their level 20s. They are in favor as it is a 5v4 as soon as Ragnaros rotates a little bit up. Sonya, but now is starting to get here, so this will go back to a 5v5. There's Ragnaros becoming big building man. So he's going to be able to stall us for a little longer, and hopefully until their team can get level 20. If I was Found Snipers, as soon as Ragnaros became building, I would have just rotated somewhere to grab the soak, you know? Grab soap or grab siege camp, because you don't need to be there now that Ragnaros can just stall it out.
Yeah, they could actually save top fort. There's actually been a number of saving graces for Found Snipers here, namely the fact that they got 2 forts basically for free, and they just got leap out as well.
And there's the temporal loop onto the Sonya. Ooh, stasis for the Chromie. Chromie looking not healthy here. There's the Anduin Cocoon. Oh, there's the Dragon Arrow, and Chromie is going to be the first one to go down. Next will be the Murden. There's a Light Bomb, not able to reach that. Oh, but Hanzo's able to reach it. Let's go, Hanzo. But now Nubarak's onto this Ragnaros. There's so many fights going around, and Ragnaros will go down. So that was a 3-for-1, and now this next objective will go in favor for Roll1Esports.
I can't help but feel that Found Snipers engaged a little bit earlier. Sometimes that happens just because the enemy team engages really well. But it felt like they could maybe hold on to it before 20 and not fight before 20.
Oh no, that's a double kill there. Ay.
That might be game.
That might be.
Yeah, I mean, they're definitely getting 2 keeps. They're gonna go for the core right away. Don't even worry about the second keep. Yeah, they have camp. Never mind. That's it. That's game.
That's gotta be GG. We do have Chromie and Murden coming up, but GGs are being called out right now. Oh no, Found Snipers. Yep, and there we go. Core is now down, and that's gonna be another 2-0 series tonight. With Roll1Esports taking home the game, and now should be let me double check, should be first place in the division. Boop, boop, boop. Let's see, 3 + 3 is 6. Yep, they will be number 1 with 16 points. And then now Counterpick Stupid CCS will be in second place with 14 points, and Found Snipers will stay tied with Cats on My Keyboard with 12 points. Real quick before interview and before talents, I'm going to go through the game summary real quick. In Siege, we have 110 from Jaina, 200, wow, double, 201 from Ragnaros. And hero damage, we have 38,000 from Jaina and 53,000 from Chromie. Self-healing, we have 65,000 from Deckard and 59,000 from Anduin. And self-healing, we have 28,000 from Anubrak and 26,000 from Murden. And finally, XP, 20,000 from Sonya, 22,000 from Ragnaros. 11 kills to 3 kills, 21 to 20.
Yeah, you know, like overall, I feel like game 1, the teams were very close. It was just Roll1Esports was a little bit better, a little bit more consistently, and because of that, they won game 1. This game, I really do feel like the map. I could kind of see why Roll1Esports picked the map. I can kind of see why they picked it. It seemed like they felt a lot more comfortable, and Found Snipers were a little bit caught out of their element a lot of times. Still, very well-deserved first place finish. Not finish, but first place placement now for Roll1Esports. I think they played fantastically both games. And I will also reconsider Crowd Surfer in my ETC games.
There you go, right? That ETC was super strong. But
Yeah.
all right, let's switch over. We're gonna move over to lobby 1, and let's go talk to the captain for Roll1Esports.
Yep.
Well, hello. How you doing?
Feeling pretty good. Felt like we had a really great, like, clean 2 games there.
Oh yeah, you guys did a phenomenal job. Very clean 2 games.
Yeah.
Well, let's
Yeah,
get.
pardon?
Go ahead. No, go ahead.
Oh, it's just like when we were scouting Fountain Snipers and seeing like how they did versus other teams, we were definitely like, they're gonna be really hard, and like we just have to play really strong fundamentals, and we thought we'd come out on top, but I don't think we were expecting a domination.
Really, you were expecting a domination?
Or we weren't. I think we were expecting to like 2-1 just from like scouting them and seeing who they took games off of compared to us.
Well, to your surprise, JK, you took it to a 2-0. And we'll go ahead and straight into your guys' first game. We have my favorite map, Towers of Doom. Fountain Snipers picked it up. So as on a scale of I love this to why is this like Blackheart's Bay? Where's Towers of Doom for you guys?
I think for all of us individually, we put it at as I love it, and as a team, we also love it. So it's like everyone on our team looks forward to the map, and I think that really helps. I think Fountain Snipers is the first team to try to make us answer the question, what do you do if you don't Nova on Towers of Doom? And I feel like we actually had an answer ready.
Okay, wait. Can we talk about the Nova real quick? Why is Nova banned out every game against you guys?
We have a 100% win rate with Nova right now in whatever season we're in. We've played her like 7 times and haven't dropped a map with her. So if you see Nova bans with it, people have done their scouting, and it's definitely been a pick we've been working on, like like intentionally in practice to try to bring into NGS. So it's really cool that it's paying off, and even cooler that it's getting respect bans.
Yeah, I suppose you can't say too much, but would you mind sharing why Nova is good? Obviously,
We kind of see her as like a Swiss Army knife, which probably doesn't sound like a normal Nova answer. But from watching some stuff from like Nexus Schoolhouse and how to run 1-3-1 rotations, if you look at our comps through that, like we are not running a traditional like 1-4 on some of the maps, and slotting Nova in the second one to a 1-3-1, I think it'll help make a lot more sense about what we're trying to leverage from her tools.
Interesting. So Nova, I guess she brings some utility, right? Like she brings vision control with the clone.
Yeah. So Goose, I believe, has like an 80% rate of blocking a Stitches hook with clone.
Oh my god.
Wow.
So there's a lot of stun blocking utility and a lot of like, so for me in the solo lane, it really makes my matchups a little more interesting because it makes someone question if they want to step up or not because they don't really know where Nova is. So there's always a risk of, if I'm really forward, am I forward because Nova's there, or am I forward because I'm trying to bait you? And so it lets me kind of play a little bit more mind games in my matchups and try to leverage that into, if I'm taking the camp, am I alone? If you can't see Nova, where is she?
Interesting. Okay. All right. That's good to know. Thank you.
Well,
No worries.
Continuing with your guys' draft, you guys were able to pick up your ETC, which I was very shocked about because I definitely looked at both teams, your hero picks and map picks and whatnot. Did my research, and man, your ETC was at five games for NGS at 100% win rate, and now 6 games with 100% win rate. So when you're able to pick every time, are you able? Oh my gosh, I'm trying words. Are you guys excited to be able to pick up ETC whenever you can?
Oh yes. Fun fact for anyone scouting us, I'll reveal this here a little more upfront than some of the Nova stuff. We actually have drafts where ETC is Three of us can play ETC, Rock, myself, and Mongoose. My absolute favorite matchup in HOTS is ETC into Dahaka. And Goose is also able to tank an offlane as ETC, so we sometimes get a little surprised when he comes through, because from our POV, an ETC ban isn't just a tank ban, it's actually banning off some of our like off-lane matchup planning. So not only is Rock a great ETC, but we have some really cool drafts planned around leveraging ETC in other roles, so when it actually gets through, it's exciting.
Yeah,
I
I think.
like it.
Yeah, I feel like offlane ETC is criminally underused. Like it has a global.
Fun.
Yeah, and it has like so much like everything you want when ETC does join the 5-man.
Yep.
I honestly
If you
feel
got
like
slide up, it's
yeah.
so much more powerful than a dig tongue. You're not going to push.
Yeah, and you have Lucio boot, but on all 360 degrees. It's actually kind of like I feel like he almost has two ults in his baseline kit and his Q and his W.
The boop is such a crazy baseline ability.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. Just all about how you use it.
Totally.
Well,
actually, yeah, go ahead, more.
Okay, I was gonna say, well, your ETC also really played phenomenally. I remember specifically, this one's ingrained in my head. I remember watching Deckard putting down his Dorito triangle, and I think it was the Joanna was leaving it, wasn't in zone for it, but ETC booped her into it. And I was like, damn, he planned that out. You could tell he planned that out. And I think your guys' ETC did a phenomenal job that first game.
Yeah, I think as a team, like we've played against like Lompico and Silver Jackal, I think since Chair League even.
Oh wow.
Right, so that's into like closed beta kind of time, and like Rock and Winiba have been playing together for a while. So it's cool to play people with that like history. It's also cool to see that like for playing for so many years together with Rock and Winiba that they just like they don't even have to call that synergy of like booping into triangle. It's like muscle memory.
Mm-hmm.
That's really cool. Y'all have played together more than I've played the game entirely.
We have played a lot of games together.
Yeah, I think that showed tonight.
Yeah, you guys definitely had your synergy there.
Speaking of synergy, I really loved, like you said, the almost like 1-3-1 split with like the. I feel like it's more like almost like a 2-3 because you guys instead of just 4-man bot A-ramming on Towers of Doom, you sent Lunara to harass the other offlaner. Do you guys do that like all the time, or is it just only when you think your 4-man is like maybe weaker than the opposing 4-man, or what's
it kind of like it depends if we get the heroes we want. There are drafts where what you said is 100% our intention. There are other times when we look at what the drafts are like after everything's said and done and everybody has their like the 10 picks have been done. Maybe we didn't have the strong enough 4-man that we wanted, so we audible out. So it's kind of like hard to like provide a singular answer. There's times where yes, that is correct, and there's other times that no, it's adapting to the game state that we have. I think there's even a game where Arrow casted, and you can see we started in the 1-3-1 and had to just eventually go into the 4 bottom just to not lose it.
I mean, that's really cool. I think not having just one static strategy for a map is, I think, something. I mean, that's just experience, right? That's really impressive.
All right, well, let's go into game number 2. Ultrax Pass. Oh my gosh, you got me saying it weird now, Leo. Alterac Pass. You guys picked out this map. Once again, yay to Blackheart's Bay. Where is this for you guys?
We, as a team, have really been trying to find a map, especially in NGS, where like you have the map pool, that it's pretty safe for it to not be banned. I think on our team there's 5 of us. 4 of us are parents, and Poe's really involved with his family and his lizard family. So we don't get as much practice time, I think, as some of the other teams. So Alterac Pass has been a map that I think we all like enough that we're fine to kind of like use scrim time to it and try to hit on some things for it, compared to something like Blackheart's Bay.
Okay, cool. That's pretty cool. I guess what was your strategy for that map? I saw you guys picked Sonya. I feel like a character I don't see very often. Was that mainly just for the camp, or what was it?
Yeah, so basically our approach to Alterac is camp on cooldown.
Okay.
Sonya, I think, as offlane is my most played hero. So she's one that some games I actually forget that Sonya is played because in previous seasons she's been banned against us so much that like she's not in my memory of like, oh, Sonya's up.
Right. Right. Okay. That's pretty cool. Yeah, I'm seeing your profile here, level 50 for Sonya.
And then you guys were able, no ETC this time, but I honestly wasn't expecting ETC if the Anubarex was up because obviously also in your guys' stats, Anubarex a very popular player with your team, and Anubarex in general is really good on this map. So I was kind of shocked that Found Snipers did not ban out the Anubarex and they didn't pick it either. So and with the rest of your draft, I saw the Lunara. What made you guys go Lunara?
So we know that we were anticipating that they were going to Hanzo, and there's not many other DPS who match Hanzo's vision. So it's like we kind of had to make a priority to get a hero in our team who wasn't the tank who had vision to the level that Hanzo did, so we could be more proactive with our rotations than having to be reactive.
Is that the same reason for why Lunara was so early picked in Towers of Doom?
She can do so many different roles for what we want on Towers of Doom, and she's a flexible pick. The benefit for Lunara there is we commit to nothing if she's early on that map in terms of like where our like different draft plans could go. So we like the flexibility Lunara brings in one, and there it felt like we needed vision. That and Velvet is a former support main, so if we do need that cleanse from Lunara, we have someone who's like a support-minded player first, utilizing that cleanse, compared to somebody like me who's like, this button doesn't help me kill people. I don't understand what it does.
That's true, yeah. Sometimes I don't even pick the extra button talents, so I don't want to think about them. It's easier just to pick the non-button talents.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
So I don't take body rush. Yeah, go ahead.
I think I'm good on questions for map 2. I just was really curious about the draft. You guys played map 2 extremely well, so.
Oh, thank you. I'm excited to get to watch the replay. Like, I think like the best part of NGS is when we have people volunteer their time to cast, and like we get a little present at the end of the match of being able to like go and have other people's opinions and POV on how we're playing, and it really helps us like iterate and improve. So
get ready for a lot of UTC comments.
Good.
Well, do you have any other questions, Leo, for the series?
I think that's it for me.
All right, well, I'm going to ask my basic questions. First one is, why the name Roll1Esports and the logo?
So, way back long ago when the HGC was a thing.
All right, Deckard.
Roll20, I think for most of us was a team that we really like to pull for. Most of us, either as a group together or separately, have interest in an assortment of tabletop games, not limited to Dungeons and Dragons. So when a team got sponsored by Roll20 and we're playing in a rec league, we thought it'd be really funny to be the opposite of the professional Roll20 team and be Roll1. You know, playing off, you know, instead of a critical success, a critical failure, and memeing on one of the pro teams at the time.
That's pretty cool. Did you guys watch CCL Season 1 when they sponsored it?
Yeah. Yeah, so and then we just haven't changed it. I think every season we come up with a really funny name, but we never change it. We just stick with the tradition. And Velvet actually made the logo for us after we committed to the name.
I like it.
It's a good name.
All right, my second thing, not a actually to ask this. My second question is, what made you guys join NGS?
I think for all of us, we have different relationships with competitive gaming, but we all get similar kind of like fulfillment from the challenge of like playing in the league structure and having to not just like iterate on your own play, and how do we work together, and it, like even for me in some ways, and like working on teams comms, it like can help in the workplace that like I only have so much space to talk about something. So how do I get better at getting to the point of what I want to say and saying it clearly, potentially in stressful situations, right? And that's like a lot of the work we do in practice isn't necessarily just like HOTS, but like communication related, and Rock has a lot of experience in facilitating some of that. So I think that's kind of maybe why we've also been able to stick together so long, is it's fulfilling for us, but we also like kind of bring in stuff from like outside HOTS to try to keep improving at the game too.
I like it. But all right, next, before my final question, is a little birdie told me it was your birthday.
Did that? But yes, it is. I'm sure it was
Happy
Rock.
Birthday!
Oh, thank you.
You'll find out if you watch the replay. You'll find out who it is.
Okay. Well, either way, thank you very much. It's really cool to also get the domination on a birthday, so that feels good too.
I was just about to say that was our birthday. That was NGS's birthday present to you. Is the 2-0. Maybe that was the birthday present from Found Snipers too. Maybe they knew and they're just like, let's give him a 2-0.
Lumpy and Jackal, we've been around so long. They knew, and we appreciate it so much.
And then now you guys are officially in first place with 16 points. CCS Can't Counterpick Stupid is now in second place with 14, and then Found Snipers and Cats on My Keyboard still tied for third place with 12 points. How are you feeling now that you're up on the very, very top of the Division C West?
It feels really good, but looking at some like having played most of the teams that you've said, either in scrims or in the CCS league, and looking at like historically how we've done, like CCK as a team, I think we're 50-50. CCS is a team that we kind of flip who dominates the other one. Like there's lots of 2-1s in our scrims with them, and vice versa, and they won 2, or we win 1, they win 2. So we're confident and optimistic, but I think we're all pretty good at making sure we don't get delusional that like we're this like behemoth of a team that can't be stopped. We know we can be stopped, and these teams have taught us that. So I think it's just cool to head into playoffs with us having some positive momentum and playing a bunch of teams that we know are going to keep us honest in terms of like how we play, how we approach the game. And I think, while I maybe don't watch the other divs as much as Div-C, that if people are going to want to see exciting playoff action, they should come watch the Div-C playoff games, because they're going to be pretty amazing.
They are. I know. Was it yesterday? I did Roll1Esports versus oh my gosh, I'm blanking on who they were playing against.
Oh, we were just talking. Goose and I were talking about it this morning. It's going to come to me.
It was so good though. Oh my goodness, that was such a really great match. It was a 2-1, and I'll just leave it just in case anyone wants to watch it. I have the VODs up. Man, the third game was insane. I was screaming and laughing at the very end there. So yeah, Div-C, definitely not being biased being a part of Div-C, but the matches are really good to watch. So I prefer watching Div-C over compared to like Nexus or Heroic and all the higher stuff. So, but that's just me.
We have like a core understanding of the game, but all of us have mechanical issues that make games spicy.
Yes, I agree with that. That's exactly how I feel. We're like the perfect middle.
Yeah, we play enough that we conceptually get the game at that high level, but might not mechanically execute at it, and it makes for some just incredible in-game moments.
Definitely. Yeah, I could not agree more with that statement. That's exactly how I feel about Div-C. But all right, my last and final question for you today is any shout outs you'd like to give out or anything you would like to say? Just keep it PG-13.
Oh, PG-13. That's beyond normal for me.
You're welcome. It's because
it's
your birthday. It's because it's your birthday.
Right. Yeah, birthday is PG-13. Every other time it's PG. So first off, it's Mongoose has got us started on this. Just thanking the like NGS spouses. You know, as much fun as I have on HOTS with my team, like it does take my wife and the other significant others on our team to help us all have the time to be able to do this. Velvet for subbing. Poe actually was supposed to play tonight and had some stuff come up, so Velvet was able to make himself available. Waniba also played not feeling well, so shout out to her. This is the ailed Deckard. So, and she still did amazing. I don't think anybody probably knew that she wasn't feeling great. So I think Waniba did incredible. We've got our token sponsor, Osmo. I'm going to shout out my boy Kendo. And Poe was telling me John Knight was watching, and he's a guy we used to play with quite a bit. So it's really cool that he swung by the stream and gave some comments. And lastly, to you guys, like I said, it's cool to have this present of like a streamed perspective after the game to help us see other perspectives and learn and grow, and appreciate your time.
Yeah, of course. And thank you for giving us a really great game to be able to cast. And like, I think I've never actually said this, but every time I'm able to cast these games, you know, I always take home some new knowledge I can either bring back to my team or just for my own self, learning new talents or to build and whatnot. So thank you for, you know, showing your talents and showing us a good time.
Yeah, so thank you so much. It was a pleasure, and I hope you all have a great night.
You too. Now, don't celebrate too hard. You still have more games. You got to uphold the level one, a top tier for Division C West. And also, you can't celebrate too hard. I know it's your birthday, but don't celebrate too hard.
The toddlers don't let me celebrate too hard. They don't care what I do. They're going to wake up at the same time anyway.
Good, good. Children keeping you on your toes. I like it.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, thank you very much. You have a great night.
You too.
Thanks.
Well, all right, chat. You heard it here. Roll1Esports doing a great job taking home this 2-0 domination, putting them in the first place spot in the Div-C West. Great job to Found Snipers, though, putting up a really good fight there. I really liked the drafts. I don't know why. I never really focused on drafts that much, but this time, I don't know why. This game made me focus on drafts a lot, and I really liked how you guys band out and chose your guys as heroes. Shout out to everyone for all the new follows. I appreciate you guys so much. Man, we got a lot. I think I started at 360 today, and now we're at 375. So 15 followers in one day. That's a really great job. Hoping to hit 400 soon, so we'll see. But yeah, thanks everyone for watching. NGS, thanks for having me cast. And then big shout out to my Shane replacement, Leo here, for coming in and casting his first 2 games now that he's ever done. And honestly did a phenomenal job. I feel like you've casted before and you just never told me.
I'm being held hostage. This is a call for help.
What? Me? You're the captain, so I mean, technically, you're the higher leadership here. You didn't have to come. I was just like, I want a co-caster tonight. And I was like, Leo, come co-cast. And you're like, I guess. But all right. Thank you everyone so much for coming in, hanging out, and watching the games. And I will see you guys tomorrow. I will be streaming my POV, so you guys can come watch me and Leo here playing in some NGS games. Huh?
Said woo game day.
Oh my god. It scared me. Anyways, you guys come watch us play tomorrow. Hopefully get a 2-0. We want a domination. We want those points. We want to stay in the playoffs. So other than that, thanks everyone, and have a good night. Leo, say good night.
Good night, gamers.